Blog Talk Radio.
All right, it's another week of the Will's Take on Sports. I am the host, Will Walker. I go by the greatest sports guru ever. I just like to call myself that. But anyway, today we're going to get in the NBA. What is going on with LeBron James and company? The Celtics look like they're trying to tank, but I don't know. They're just not doing real well right now. Also, we're going to get into Antonio Brown. Why should any contending team want to deal with him? And get in the comments that was made to him by Larry Fitzgerald. As usual, I got my brothers with me, Mike and Zach. Fellas, what's up?
Hey,
what's going on?
Hey, jump right into it. I like what Larry Fitzgerald said. Larry Fitzgerald said, be careful what you ask for, because we're going to have a great quarterback.
That is so true. That's in every aspect of life. Be careful what you ask for or wish for, because it just may come true. All right, let's talk about the game that's going on at the time of this recording. The Houston Rockets are absolutely taking the Boston Celtics behind the woodshed. Zach, you gave some comments in the pre-show of who you thought the blame should lay on, so I'm going to let you elaborate now.
You know what? I'm going with Kyrie. I'm so sorry. And those guys said it both prior to as well. Last year was good without you. We don't need you. So, but at the same time, my mind seems like they're not playing. I pay you to play, so you need to play. Whether you like him or not, hey, you making millions of dollars, play.
You're a professional. That's what Zach is saying. Mike, what's your take? That is your team, the C's. So what do you think?
Your C's are my team, and yeah, you're getting paid to play, but when you feel like somebody's looking down at you, it's hard to give it you all for a man that always, when he talk, I. Hopefully,
well, it's definitely an I and win. It ain't one in team, but it's an I and win.
yeah. But I hope somewhere before the playoffs starts, that switch click and they'll hug, kiss, and make up, and so we can go on a run.
Look, man, you decided you didn't want to be Robin anymore. Leave the team. You can't even do that. You can't. So obviously, you're not Batman material. You always will be Robin material. Stay that. And then obviously, I guess you want to be Robin material again. You now crying to LeBron. LeBron, forgive me. I'm sorry. The secret you probably can I come back with you? Can I come back? Can I come back home? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I'm with you. I think Kyrie, I'm going to put most of the blame on him also. But at the same time, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, the Rozier kid, they all got to realize that, hey, you're still a professional. You got a job to do. Hands down, on the total roster, they're the most talented team in the East. I know Milwaukee has the best record, but I still say Boston, on paper, has the most talent. It's just not translating on the court. They're just getting, like I said, with Houston beating them like this. Then they lost a couple of other games. They let Lakers come back on them. So it's just crazy what's going on in Boston. And it shows that maybe Brad Stevens can't handle alpha males. Maybe that's what it is, Mike.
I'm sticking with my coach. Baby. And I'm not ready to give up on him. But I tell you what, Milwaukee is the number one team on our side right now. But when the playoffs come, I don't think everybody know what to do. They're gonna Giannis. Everybody's gonna try to stop Giannis and make those other guys beat him. And we're gonna see what those other guys can do. Because in those series games, it's going to be night after night, and you know who's going to do what. So that's why I can't wait till the playoff to see, because Giannis is going to do this. I'm waiting to see when that pressure is on.
Yeah, he got to get a jump shot. He better buy a jump shot.
What about Philly?
Philly's nice. What's the status with Joel Embiid? What's the status with him?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That sucker might not. He's hurt. He's running.
They say he may come back this week though, but he's been injury prone in his entire career with Philadelphia. The seasons that he played more than I think 60 games, he was able to do a 20-10 as a big. So you can't deny his skill set at all. But at the same time, the kid just can't stay healthy.
Nope.
So we'll find out. All right, let's turn out to the Western Conference in regards to what the former number 6 is doing out there in L.A. They lost to the Suns last night, a game they should have won and had to have. They got a long ways to go to jump over somebody. Are they making the playoffs, Zach?
Put it this way. If I was a gambler, I would gamble no. I would say no because the other teams are not just going to lay down just because, LeBron's playing. So, no. I don't. Hey, unfortunately, not. But a part of me thinks, in my mind, hey, LeBron James got his money. You see all his other adventures and stuff he has going on with all the different shows and films. Maybe LeBron just ain't into it. And he's won. He's won. He needed to win in Cleveland. That's what he needed to win. Unfortunately, LA, and you guys said it before also, he thought he was going to have another superstar. That didn't materialize. So, therefore, let me just go ahead and continue to produce a few shows and start doing my Hollywood thing. I'm in Hollywood now.
Mike, speaking of young guys that's revolting against a superstar, the Lakers have the same problem out there. It looks like those superstars are still not – those young players are still not feeling what LeBron tried to pull off over the trade deadline. They still look out of whack. Luke Walton's substitution pattern is inconsistent at best. He's bad at making in-game adjustments. He's even worse when –
So what you're saying, Alonzo Ball's dad is right? Luke Walton's a sorry coach?
Pretty much. His dad is right, but Lonzo Ball ain't the savior for that team. He damn sure ain't. But his dad hit on something. Luke Walton just looks a little bit overwhelmed. And plus, there was that picture or that video that showed LeBron not even in the huddle, during the timeout. God dog, it couldn't be no more insubordinate than that, Mike.
Well, this is the bottom line. Lakers will not make the playoffs. If I'm LeBron, if I'm the Lakers, when this next statement is going to kick a lot of people off, I'm shutting LeBron James down because we're not making the playoffs. He's not the LeBron of old because those 15 games he missed.
Mm-hmm. All those trips to the finals, that's been a lot of wear and tear on his body. All those trips to the finals. It's the equivalent of playing 2 extra Olympics.
All those long seasons, year after year after year, the toll has caught up with it. So would it be nice he should be able? The Lakers should shut him down, let him rest. Go out and try to get him some help for next year. Get you a good draft pick, and be done with it. Because you're not going to make the playoffs.
I don't think he's healthy either. I really don't think he's healthy. He just doesn't look the same. He does in spurts, and I know he's getting older, but he just doesn't look like the same guy. Miami got some of his best. Years in his prime, and Cleveland got a tail end of it, and now LA is pretty much just getting the guy basically here's a shadow of himself right about now. So the Lakers, I don't know. Before the season started, I thought somebody was crazy when they said, "Oh, they'll make the Western Conference Finals." I was like, "What? Really?"
I didn't think, but they went on a run. They were there. I think if he wouldn't have missed those 15 games, they would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, but if we're the fifth, we all be drunk. So.
Yeah. But that changed.
But that's true. I agree with you, Mike. Those 15 games.
Also, during that stretch, he was out and Rondo was out.
Yeah. They got problems out there. They got chemistry. They got chemistry issues. They can't shoot from the outside. They got one guy that can shoot, and that's Bullock. Nobody else has a consistent threat from the outside, and their defense is lacking too. So, you couple that with can't make outside shots, and you can't get stops. Calls for a losing formula, if you ask me.
Well, you know what though? LeBron has nobody to blame but himself. Like someone said the other day, LeBron is the pseudo coach and the pseudo general manager. So you should have got some different players. You know you needed a man with a J to shoot the ball.
Who was he gonna get? Who was he gonna get? Because
I don't know.
Cause they didn't have money after they signed him to go out and they were getting
No, they had wait, Mike. They had money for 2 max contracts. They had money to take on 2 max contracts, but there was no player worthy of given a max contract to besides LeBron.
Exactly.
But and then all that Kawhi rumors. Kawhi, more and more reports are coming out. He has no interest in playing with LeBron. Paul George, he just didn't even meet with him. He just decided to stay in OKC. So right about now, you know, they better hope Clay wants to go somewhere where he can make his own name. If he doesn't, he stays in Golden State. But if he wants to go somewhere and make his own name and kind of like, I guess him and LeBron could be both the alpha males, he'll go to L.A. I mean, that's where his dad played. That's where he's from. Maybe he can get Klay Thompson.
I think that's the only thing that get him to go to L.A. because his dad played there. Because other than that, he is not about money. He said that. He grew up with money, so money doesn't entice him. Okay? He's comfortable making, he said that. You know, I forgot what he said, whatever he make. If anybody, if that nothing to hawk at, I mean, nothing to, laugh at. And I'm not a working man. I don't work a regular 9 to 5. So it's not about money for Clay. So it's going to be more to entice him than money.
I think we lost Mike. But it's like this, though. Oh, you said? Okay. All right. It's just crazy what's going on with the Lakers and all the problems that they're having. But, I mean, with that roster the way it was constructed, they weren't beating Golden State anyway. He could have got AD this year. They still wouldn't beat Golden State. Yeah.
No,
Golden State is on cruise control.
Not right now.
Yeah, right now they are just cruising. People thinking, they're losing, whatever. They're on cruise control, okay? Yeah. They just wait for the playoffs.
They're on cruise control. Speaking of someone who need to put his cruise in control, that buddy Antonio Brown, he's a Dade County product 305 all day, every day, but that boy, I don't know what to say. Yeah. But Larry Fitzgerald tried to tell him, say, look, it's a major league difference to play without a franchise quarterback. Major league difference. But Antonio Brown is basically wore out his welcome in Philadelphia. He's burnt bridges. But I like what the organization did. They had a meeting with him, and they said, look, we'll grant your request. We'll trade you because you ain't coming back here.
Right.
You ain't coming back here. So Antonio Brown should learn one of the hardest lessons in life. That grass ain't greener on that other side. It's going to look green from a distance. That might be artificial turf or whatever. It might not be a real grass. But he going to learn the grass ain't greener. So that's my take on Antonio Brown. What you think, Mike?
Well, the thing, when your quarterback starts to throw you under the bus, and then that fractures the relationship between the receiver and the quarterback, and then the coach don't do anything to nip it in the bud at the beginning, then that festers on and on and on. And that's why they're in Pittsburgh in this predicament. And the next thing, Pittsburgh don't really like to pay their players, but being big men, that's the only one they really want to pay. So then they're going to lose. They lost their running back, which if they would have signed their running back, gave him somewhat close to what he wanted, they would have been in the playoffs.
Mike, they franchise tagged him, but Mike, they franchise tagged him. He would have been paid He would have been paid within the top 5 of other running backs. He'd got his money. He chose to hold out. He didn't want to be franchise tagged because he wanted to go. He wanted to be a free agent.
No, he wanted a long-term deal.
Yeah, but Mike,
and at 30 years old, you think he's gonna get one now? At 30 years old, you think he's gonna get one now?
No, he's not. He's not that old. The running Bell is not that old. But the receiver wants to get out of. No, the
receiver. That's right. That Brown is that old.
Right. Yeah.
Brown.
But the reason Brown wants to get out of there is he felt like he wasn't getting any respect. What's Schuster? What's Schuster and all this? They trying to what's the quarterback? Braxenberger thing, like putting it out that he's done. That's the number one receiver on the team.
Let me ask a question. Quarterbacks have always been so-called the quote-unquote franchise. I can remember many times when, as a Miami Dolphin fan, Dan Marino stayed on his wide receivers. And when the Dolphins won, it was Marino. When the Dolphins lost, it was the defense. And in that case, it was true because you don't score 45 points, the defense gives up 51 and you still lose. But anyway, it's a losing battle to beat a franchise quarterback. You know what I'm saying, that the organization is going to stand behind him. And the organization is standing behind Big Ben. So, and Antonio Brown, I hear this been festering for years. This ain't nothing that just permeated over the last couple of games. This has been festering for years. This is why I say I think he's more a headache than he is worse. Because, I mean,
and they said
you throw a franchise quarterback under the bus, man. Come on.
Right.
And then Mike Tomlin is a player's coach. They blame a lot of people blaming Mike Tomlin for not stepping on this or trying to deal with the situation.
He should have sprayed some fire extinguisher on it when it first started.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. It's just like I said, it's crazy with that situation.
Nah, it's a fine line because look at coaches like say Jimmy Johnson or other coaches who have star players who have, that prima donna mentality. They handle it. So somehow, where do you let it go? There's a fine line between letting it go and finally saying, "Hey, check this out, bro. Enough is enough." Like you said, Coach told him to go home. That's right, go home. And then you go, we don't hear from you. And all of a sudden, okay, I can play. No, you know what? You're right. Stay your ass home. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Stay home.
Well, what do you
guys think about? What do you guys think about Kyler Murray? Just getting just enough to where now they want to make him a number one pick because they say he's 5'10", not 5'9", or whatever.
Oh man, look at 1 inch. I mean, that is the craziest bull hockey in America. Now, long as you thought he was 5'9",
5'8".
Oh yeah, yeah, man. We don't know if he can play in the NFL. He's got a good arm, but there's no quarterback ever played in the NFL this tall. Oh, but he's 5'10". Oh, now, but he's the best thing since won the bread.
I don't know, but Cliff Kingsbury out in Arizona with the number one pick just might make his dream come true by making him the number one pick overall with that funky offense that he got.
Right.
Well, that he said when he was, I guess he was still coaching at Texas Tech or wherever he was coaching at.
Texas Tech.
If he was NFL coach, he would draft Kyler Murray number one.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a lie. That's what he said. Now, like you say, you gotta be careful what you say, and it may come back to haunt you.
Well, see,
no true words to be spoken, Mike.
I think he can play, but I can't. I mean, but I'm a little bit old school. I guess my quarterback has to be a certain height, unless he's exceptional. He has to be exceptional. But he has to be a certain height. Because you're talking about offensive linemen. I looked at I was down on the field. I remember watching.
Well, he better have. I hope he get drafted by a team that has an offensive line because he's too slight a build to be able to deal with pounding like say Andrew Luck did when he played behind those atrocious offensive lines in Indy.
Exactly.
If this kid plays behind an atrocious offensive line, he's not going to last the whole season. He's not big enough to take that kind of pounding.
Well, I didn't get to see, but how much did he weigh in at?
I think it was 185.
Yeah,
something like that. I can't even believe I was flipping through the channels on Saturday, and I'm like, we showing guys throwing the ball in shorts and running patterns against the air on ABC now? People are that hard up for the NFL. They watch that mess? That's hard. I mean, I was like, this is crazy. That is just crazy. I know, right? And really, they prod, they pig, they do all these background checks on these guys. They check everything. If they feet too small, or if they got arches in it, they check everything. just to see how, just to determine whether a kid can play football or not, or if they're making a good investment. So that's why it's kind of hard to sit there and watch that and the draft. I just can't get into the scouting combine, the draft, or National Signing Day. That's just me. I just can't. It's just hard.
I watched a little bit. Well, it was amazing to me to see the one defensive lineman who's 6'6", 270 run a 4.40. So that alone lets me know Tyler Murray may not.
That alone,
you got a guy.
I'm about to say that alone. If he smashed Kyler Murray, it's a done deal.
Right. Okay.
It's a done deal. You're stepping all his shoulders. Both of them. Yes, sir.
Well, he better, since he's a great baseball player, he know how to slide and get down.
Okay.
I hope so.
But that blind side hit is a mother. Hey, if you don't have that left tackle and coming from your blind side, if there's no getting down, you're going to get laid down.
Well, how tall is Drew Brees?
They say 6'1". No, 6 feet. They say 6 feet.
6 feet. So they say really 5'9". So, yeah, but you got to understand, Drew Brees has the accuracy, and his offensive line is pretty decent. Okay. Well, he has to go to an offense that's tailored for him. They're willing to tailor the offense to him and protect him. He can't go anywhere. He can't play for just anybody.
Nope. What do you guys think about the contracts, the big $634 million signed by two players in baseball's offseason? So baseball still ain't learned their lesson. They still giving out these astronomical contracts, and these guys don't make it a whole season. They don't even live up to the money amount of the contract. I can go back to Alex Rodriguez, Giancarlo Stanton. When he signed with the Marlins, I thought that was the dumbest thing the Marlins can do. Stanton he's a slugger. He don't strike out 100 times, but anytime or on times he may make contact, he may hit a home run, and that's about 40, 50 times a year. So I don't know. I just don't. I don't get how baseball pays that kind of money.
I'm gonna talk both sides. One, I'm always for the player, like you say, get your money if you can. But me personally, as a owner, I would never do it. Never. This is one time the owner should have got together. They should have held staff with the collusion and say, we refuse to pay anybody say over $100 million. How about you guys agree to that? That's when we're gonna set the limit. You don't, got together.
Well, they got to pay them because that's part of the collective bargain agreement. They got to pay them because of the astronomical TV money, and it's in the collective bargain agreement that you have to pay a certain percentage of the money got to go towards your payroll. But were the Giants and the Phillies were the Padres and the Phillies one player away? I'm lost. I thought Baltimore won the World Series. I thought the LA Dodgers went. I don't remember the Padres making the playoffs or the Phillies.
Well, the bottom line is, and this is, now listen closely to this statement. If those owners wasn't making the money, they couldn't make the payment. So that's why when me and some guys were talking about that and the base football salaries and all that, and the owner be crying that they don't have any money. Let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, the money that each owner gets from the TV contracts, that's the money that pays their payroll for the year. So
everybody knows that.
So, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So if
I say most knowledgeable fans know that. Let me say that most knowledgeable fans know that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And so the payroll itself is already taken care of. So anything extra, like the seat, game tickets, the concession stand, the jury. See, that's like I heard him say about Bryce Harper. Mm-hmm. He's gonna sell so many. He's probably gonna sell so many jerseys for the Phillies.
Yeah, for the Phillies, but he's coming off his worst. He's coming off his worst statistical season, Mike. He had that was the worst stats he had last season.
No,
and he got $334 million.
Did you see his introduction at his new introductory news conference when he's like, "Well, I'd like to bring the title back to DC." Then he tried to clean it up. It's like, no, dude, you're not DC anymore. You're Philly, dude. And the funny thing is that the sports commentators were joking like, what if DC actually won the title, they're going to play that over and over and over and over. He actually said he'd like to bring the title back to DC and try to clean it up. Well, I want to parade down Broad Street. But Bryce Harper thinks it's $300 million. I'm sorry.
But humans are creatures. Humans are creatures of habit. So he was so used to saying Washington. But I think he's going to end up having a good year. Not a little right there. Yeah, because you know the ballpark there. Yeah, they said that ballpark there is a little bit smaller than the one that he was playing in Washington. So if he's smaller and he gets it up in the air, he gonna hit a few more home runs.
Okay, what number justify? What number of home runs in you guys' mind justify $300 million? What is it? 60, 70? How many home runs?
70.
I deserve this money. I'm asking.
70 million.
Well, see,
70 home runs. 70 home runs.
Well, see, but that ain't gonna happen. See, the average player, the good player, they're gonna. If he hit 50 home runs, he
may hit 50 home runs, Mike. I mean, he's a slugger, but he also was a guy at one time. Bryce Harper was considered the best player in baseball because he had all the tools, which is what they call a 5-2 player. He was a 5-2 player, but he didn't show that last year. Maybe the contract was on his mind. Maybe he was going through something. I don't know, but he was. He just didn't have a good year last year.
Yeah. I'm a Braves fan, and I don't even know what we got anymore. So we trade our players. Yes, I'm a Braves fan.
Y'all had a good 30 for 30 talking about how John Showholtz was a jerk to Dion when he tried to do that double duty on that particular Sunday back in '92, I think it was. Showed how much of a jerk he was. That's crazy. But all right, we're getting ready to get ourselves up out of here. I just wanted to say something at the end of today's podcast. Sometimes in life you go through trials and tribulations. Sometimes things knock you down, and you don't see a way out sometimes. Sometimes you're just looking like, am I ever going to get to where things are better for me? The one thing that I know, growing up as a kid in the Seventh-day Adventist church and growing up in the church, and my parents were strict Adventists, God don't turn his back on his people. If you call on him and you ask for him, he will be there for you. This is about for anyone that's listening to this podcast and you feeling down, you feeling like giving up, don't do it. It ain't worth it. This too shall pass. And a lot of things that I'm saying and hoping it reach somebody else, these are words I'm saying to myself at the same time. It has been a very trying 2 years for me. It has been extreme. There were some highs in there, and there were, and of course, there were some lows, just like anybody else's life. But it's been a very difficult 2 years. So when I say at the end of the show, say a prayer for somebody, because prayer changes things, I am definitely saying a prayer for those I love, my friends, and my family. And I hope anybody that's listening to this podcast, if you're a believer and you want to, say that you're a Christian, please pray for me and my family. All right, guys, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Hey, I got man. That's it.
Yeah. Well, we were talking a little off air, and I told you that we all go through this time. And yes, it seems like you're in a hole and you can't get out. But just hold on. It's a new day coming. If you just hold on and keep the faith.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. That's our time. That's the band striking up. I want to thank you guys again for listening to We'll Take on Sports. Please follow the show on Instagram and Twitter at WWS_sports show. And also go to the Facebook page. Like us. It's We'll Take on Sports. All right. I appreciate you, boys. I appreciate everyone that listens and downloads. And remember, say a prayer for somebody. It's a prayer changes things. I'll holler.
Peace. All right. Peace.